Alright, so let me tweet this out. Alright, that looks good. And we should be good. Alright, so last time we had another Ageha event. We spent pretty much the whole day with her and her sister later on. Well, with Ageha at the start of the day, and then her sister stopped by as well from before then. So now, here we are. And we're just sort of chilling here, cramming for exams, it looks like. I need to make up some notes for everyone soon. But first, I need to clean the bathroom and do some errands for my dorm mother. This is bad. I managed to get up, but I'm still sleepy. However, the sleepiness I feel is pleasant, and I am unable to resist it. We're starting off with this. It's like, I think I just heard a familiar voice. Is someone here? I felt something warm and soft inch closer to me. It's even softer than I thought. Incredibly soft and sweet and aromatic, and it's more hot than warm. I wrapped myself tightly around it. We're really starting with this. Okay, let's go. Yeah, I have to wonder which one was worse, this or the previous game. This is heaven. Huh? What an intense voice. With vision blurred from sleep, I see what appears to be someone flying through the air. The elbow is bent. Just when I thought it was at a dangerous angle, it came crashing down on my stomach. Ooh. Having received a sudden shock, I lapsed back into unconsciousness. Phew. Oh no, I overslept. Everybody else must be up already. Sorry. Oh, so you came. Which reminds me, why is it that whenever I look at Ageha, I feel a sharp pain in my stomach? Oh, you're here. Let's have fun. Another day. Let's have fun another day. This day is reserved for hard study. Huh? What's wrong? Do you have a fever or something? Your face is kinda red. Ageha bent her elbow in a show of support. Just seeing her pointed elbow was enough to send shivers down my spine. What is going on here? We've got more than enough chairs to jump right into studying. A failing grade would mean supplementary lessons that seriously threatened the break part of summer break. In that case, the teachers who are forced to be present for those lessons lose their summers too. Teachers who lose time for holidays, family, and hobbies tend to reveal a more sinister form not often seen during normal classes. We too could not stand the idea of losing precious working hours. That's why all of us got together to study for these exams, as if our lives depended on it. Our school is fairly industrial in nature with an unusually high number of marks awarded for practical skills. On the other hand, general classes are not taken as seriously. However, that doesn't mean those classes can be neglected. More than anything, I'm just glad that normal classes can be studied the night before. Kotori was the expert when it came to desktop subjects. Ageha has skillful hands and a quick mind, but unfortunately for her, neither of these seem to translate to the test sheet. That's why, in a complete reversal of what happens when they're making the glider, Ageha listened intently to Kotori's instruction. Ah, it's one of those. I've had those. Well, I suppose we should just leave those two to their own devices. On the other hand, I could really use some of Yoru's instruction myself. Well, I've held my own in information-based subjects in the past. While an easy victory by no means, I don't see a particular need to panic for the time being. Which means I at least have enough wiggle room to see to the studies of a second-year student in need. Do you need any help with anything? Ah, physics. I see. Start by memorizing this formula. Keep both this and this in mind. Remember whatever you can. If you can apply them, you should get the main point one way or another. Give it a try for yourself. I think you could use that formula on questions 2 and 3. Hotaru? What's wrong? You seem hesitant. Well then, look. I slowly move Hotaru's hand over the notebook. Her hands sure are small. What's wrong? Ah, that's from all the biking I did. I'd be worried if you had thought the same back when I was a skinny little runt. Did you say powerful? Have I ever shown Hotaru a display of strength before? Grip? A huge question mark appeared above my head. What was? What are you talking about? I really have no idea what you're getting on about, but... The two of them over there are looking this way as they smile and exchange whispers. What are you up to over there? Aha. I overlooked the open reference book notebook and my cell phone, which was placed under the cover of their shadows. That! What is that? You two are being incredibly suspicious. I reached out my arm and grabbed hold of Ageha's cell phone. Ageha tried to guard against my advance, but I was faster. I'd be concerned if my reaction speed were to have lost out, considering the days of hard training I've dedicated myself to. Ageha Himegi, I have a question for you. The screen is displaying what appears from below to be nostrils in a picture that seems like it was taken at a deliberately awkward angle. Who, pray tell, is the sleeping boy in this picture? Hotaru, I'll leave this with you. Take as many photos of the insidious life form over there as you can while it's still here. A girl with confidence. I like that. The sheer beauty of my face will break the leg. Absolutely. You can pose for the camera, you know. There's no room for leniency. I'll shoot back up the day after tomorrow because you're trying to avoid the issue of the original picture. Hotaru, where did this picture come from? Huh? The front door? What? She did? I think you're close enough. Well then, what did the two Himegi sisters plan to do after sneaking into my room? No way! Graffiti! Ah, so you wrote aho. Ah! Obviously! That's not what I'm getting at! Sorry, just be quiet for a second. Who attacked who? Gee, thanks for your trust, friend. What are you talking about? Mukutsukeki. I can't say anything. I remembered what I saw from behind my eyelids. Ageha floating in air, her pointed elbow. I could still see her falling down on me. That really happened?! Hey! I've had it up to here with you, Ageha. I took a bathroom break to try to get my head on straight. I have something I need to talk to you about later. I'm going to need to put you on the spot. Crime prevention and public morals are serious issues. I am! You're lucky that it was only the sisters that came in today. What am I going to do if a stranger comes in? That's not what this is about! Stop already! I guess I wouldn't chase, so you'd probably escape. Enough already. My stomach felt as if the morning glory was winding through it. I took that as a sign that I should grab notebooks from other subjects and head back to my room. This is... Feeling a presence, I turned around. Hotaru? It's fine. It's not your place to apologize. Hey now. Hotaru's eyes were oddly wet. Her eyes turned to the bed behind me. Sorry, it didn't hurt, did it? I have a feeling I used all my strength. Wow, I've heard enough. That was bad. That was really, really bad. As if she had just eaten something delicious, Hotaru's cheeks turned red and put out her hands in a trance. Well, what are you thinking about? What? By done? Is she referring to what she just told me about? Half asleep, I pulled Ageha in and... For a moment, I forgot where I was. I was filled with a strange imagination, delusions, and consciousness. No. Yeah. Nine. Feeling as if I were flying in a strange direction, I suddenly came back to my senses with a crash landing. No, never. I'd never do that. Never. And I won't ever do it. I won't. I stated assertively. I would collapse and die if it happened. You shouldn't mock adults. A year is a year. Hotaru, you're giving me a massage? From you? No, you don't have to do that. Well, that's true, I suppose. So you say, but really? Sorry. You're absolutely right. No complaints here. I'll let you do your thing. Basically, this is going to get windy. Maybe I should take up cycling again soon? Being with Hotaru really takes the load off my leg. However, after exams are over, I'm going to have to put all of my energy into making the glider and finishing it as soon as possible, and then the test flights will begin. Even if I hung out with Hotaru, it'd probably always turn out the same. Just when I thought I'd try to tell her that, hearing that voice was enough to know who was coming, and here I was with Hotaru, in my room, just the two of us. Oh! What's wrong? That sounds great! I'm on my way! Replying to the door, I turned toward Hotaru. Well then, let's go. Though it was my own voice, it sounded strangely hollow. Hotaru, as if you were looking in the opposite direction, nodded without looking at me. I had never seen Hotaru's face like that before, and I remember having the uncomfortable feeling of not being able to say anything. Nope. And besides, girls hardly have the right to complain about long bathroom breaks. Don't talk to me like that. You with no illusions have no right to say that. I've already seen that technique. Ageha's diving elbow landed square in the palm of my hand. Ouch! My hand! What am I going to do if it's hurt? I'm not a string puppy, you know. Huh? I looked behind me, but she wasn't there. That's strange, I thought she was... Oh, that took me by surprise. Rotating. I guess I was already used to her crazy speech and conduct, but Ageha quickly abandoned her investigation and went off with Hotaru. Did she actually say rotating? Kaiten. Yep. Kaiten shiteta. Kaiten shiteta? Did Hotaru stay in the room after I left? Was she rotating there? Maybe she was doing ballet? Or perhaps gymnastics. A forward handstand would involve rotating. Oh, stop already. It's impossible to imagine Hotaru doing something like that. The more I thought about it, the less it made sense. When I was asked in front of everyone what I was doing in my room, I didn't have an answer. Next time it's just the two of us, I guess I should try to ask her. The extremely long study session finally came to an end. Phew, I knew I'd be tired after that. Comparative past tense words. Calm down. You know what you want to say. She's a teacher now, you know. Ah, it seems like Hotaru broke her silence. I know. Honestly, don't know how much more I can take of these two. Oh. Sometimes I am. That aside, do you know if Ageha deleted the picture? That was quick. Can I see your cell phone? Hotaru, please take a pic of Ageha looking stupid and send it to me. Thank you, Hotaru. I patted her head. I think you're a bit old for that. You're older than me, big sis. How many times do I have to tell you? That was an accident! I never understand what you're getting at, but... Oppai. You don't have to remember that. Can I go? Oh, say hi to your aunt and uncle for me. See you. Good luck on the test tomorrow. Oh. What's wrong, Ageha? And just like that, she disappeared into her house. She stuck out her tongue as far as she could. What's with Ageha? Making a fool out of me. I wonder if most of the pictures were deleted. I could never live with the embarrassment if those were to get around. Angry is how I guess I should feel. I can't help but smile for some reason. I have a feeling that washed everything else away. I rotated my neck and shoulders as I hopped lightly around the place. Okay, time to head home. I jogged lightly back to my dorm. Exams start tomorrow. Let's do this. Well, that was a fast one. At last, it's here. The first day of finals. And making our dreams come true. I went to school psyched as if ready for a fight. Bang. Bong. It's over. Didn't you study like crazy? Tomorrow will be of the practical Tomorrow will be more practical subjects. There shouldn't be as much of a problem. There are no club activities during testing, but no one is going to bat an eyelash if we go to the club room one by one, and it's not like our secret base is even on campus. My senior? Hardly. You're my teacher. No, not today. I'm far from finished. So that's your best argument. I guess that's the way the cookie crumbles. Good luck. Okay, Amane. See you around. I guess it's just us then. The practical subjects don't scare me one bit, and I didn't get any work in on Saturday. Oh. A strange silence fell upon us. No one ever batted an eyelash when we went out together before. Sure is hot, isn't it? The wind is blowing to the southeast, and it's cloudy. I bet it's going to rain. I really put my all into studying the weather this year and felt that I could go toe-to-toe with a mediocre weatherman when it comes to the weather of this area. Okay. Another silence fell over us. Since we've known each other for a while and are hardly considerate of each other, this kind of thing isn't all that rare when there's nothing particular to talk about. Today, for some reason, there was a strange tension in the air. Huh? Mail from Hotaru? Not that I can recall. Oh. Unfortunately not. But I'm going to ask again as soon as tests are done. Hey! Big talk from someone who saved a picture of me sleeping. Of course you do! You couldn't help yourself! Huh? The sun was suddenly shaded as dark clouds rolled in. Too soon! My bad feeling about the clouds on the horizon was justified after all. However, the speed at which it fell upon us was mesmerizing. And here comes the rain. Ah! This was a monster of a storm. And it had a strength like no other. I could barely keep my eyes open. There was no shelter anywhere in sight. The closest was the distant entrance to our secret base. Run! Agaha grabbed my arm and pulled me along, and we rolled almost completely headfirst into the secret base. The jarring sounds of rain echoed throughout. Drops of water fell to the floor one by one. We found ourselves soaked in less than an instant. Darn, I misread. Failing to predict the arrival of such a monster rain. As someone responsible for reading the wind when piloting a glider, this is shameful, or dare I say, a total failure. It looks like it's only going to get stronger. I need to be much more attentive to the sudden development of cumulonimbus clouds. Dang it all! Agaha's voice seemed strangely close. If I'm not careful, I held Agaha's shoulders as tight as I could. Before I could understand what was happening, the sensation came over me. A warm embrace with Agaha through wet clothes. She's so warm. And slender. Huh? Sorry, this is no good. Agaha gently averted her eyes and pulled away from me. The front of my body quickly cooled. Agaha took off her vest and looked herself over. Oh wow, that is actually really good CG. Screenshot that. Agaha wet, Craigasm. My heartbeat strengthened. She moved slightly while whispering. Does she have no idea? Agaha noticed my eyes on her, and her eyes fell over her own body, and they widened. Agaha's cheeks reddened, and then reddened some more as I looked. This is too precious. It wasn't only her cheeks, her neck and ears turned red as well. She turned away and made a move to cover herself up. Agaha didn't raise an eyebrow or turn away. That was her reaction. My Agaha screenshot. It grows. This wasn't like the Agaha I thought I knew. This was a different girl altogether. She turned back toward me as if to attack. No good! Darn it! Agaha kept silent, as if on the verge of crying. Oh. With Ageha stiff, I too lost the ability to move. During that time, I couldn't stop looking at Ageha. I could hear my own heartbeat. I heard my throat swallow. This is quite... My face felt hot. Drops of water slipped down my cheek. Boom, boom. The throbbing wouldn't stop. When something affects the heart, the reaction can come a bit late. I slowly started to feel my pulse come through my neck and fingertips. My mouth was dry. My reply stuck in my mouth. Ageha nervously raised her head. My pitifully thoughtless response unleashed an Ageha like I had never seen before. The echoing sound of rain seemed to stop for a moment. Of course. Of course. In her bitter smile was not a trace of boyishness. Oh, Ageha's laughter was interrupted by the seriousness of her eyes as they stopped on me. Her devilish upturned eyes held me by the heartstrings. My body stiffened upon hearing her softly call my name. The name she called over and over seemed a stranger to me for the first time ever. I stiffened to the point where I almost forgot to breathe and slowly neared Ageha's face. Oh, here we go. Huh? Hey, I was ready. I got debated. That's just because he suddenly said something strange. All flustered, I tried to compose myself. She's obviously just being a tease. Let's go. There better not be another debate. I get it, so stop already. If somebody said something like that, anybody would react the same way. What if I do? As if I were closing my eyes, a black shadow quietly fell over me. At the very same moment, I felt the soft sensation of a kiss and felt it rattle through my head. Oh, let's go. I embrace Ageha's shoulders without thinking. She falls into my arms without an inch of resistance. The kiss lasted no more than a few seconds. Before long, I was left with a quick smile, and Ageha's body and face moved purposely away from me. The feeling from the kiss continues to dance across my lips. Yeah. Ageha murmured gently and laughed. Charmed by her, I too let out a pitiful little laugh. I think this is the moment when I came to my senses. Besides my realization of just how incredibly cute Ageha looked with crimson cheeks. That question allowed tensions to boil over and placed any meaning behind the kiss in doubt. I just asked because I honestly wanted to know what she was thinking. Huh? Wait a minute! I didn't have time to utter a single word before Ageha left me in the dust. I ran out after her as fast as I could, but by the time I got outside, she was already a dot on the horizon. Yay! We got a kiss! Let's go! Whew. With a thud, I throw my body on my bed. My entire body feels heavy and exhaustion I've never felt before. But still, my heart is on fire. When I close my eyes, I can still recall the soft feeling of those lips. We really... me. Ageha. We kissed. That wasn't a dream, was it? When it suddenly began to rain, at the secret base, we... kissed. When that sweet moment comes into my head, I can't help rolling around on the bed. Wait, I need to calm down. When I stopped following Ageha, before I knew it, it had stopped raining. Not knowing what to do with my feelings, coming to under the evening sky, I got an email. Is this Ageha? I wondered. We're starving. Hurry up and make dinner. An angry mail from the guys at the dorm. I can't deny it. Being out there at the time meant I was neglecting my dormitory duties. And dinner, more than cleaning, more than breakfast, is really what can put guys in the dorm into a foul mood. After that, I am so overwhelmingly busy that I don't have a moment to think about Ageha. Once it gets really late, it's finally my turn to take a bath. When it gets to this point. It really happened, didn't it? It wasn't a dream, a delusion, or a fantasy. It was undeniably real. Ageha and I, we kissed. Ageha and I. My friend since childhood, my close friend. A long time ago I told her I liked her. Ageha. Nah, not liked. Not the past tense. That I've become interested in Ageha these days is the truth. When I try to sort out my feelings for Ageha now, there is no mistake that I like her. That like isn't the like that I felt when I was a young kid. In other words, it's a feeling closer and deeper than friendship. That is, she's my girlfriend, my lover. It can't be anything else. I like Ageha. I've liked her for a long time, more than anyone else. That's why, with just a little bit of flirting, I became so flustered. With any other girl, I'm sure I wouldn't have become so flabbergasted. It's because it was Ageha. It's because it's the girl I like. That's it, isn't it? But still, it's a strange feeling. I recall Tasaki, after he got a girlfriend that was frolicking around, wagging his tail and following Akari around. The way a person's eyes light up when they talk about someone they like, blind devotion to them. Isn't that the way I'm acting at the moment? For some reason, I don't think so. If I recall the moment I kissed Ageha, my body becomes hot and my mind flares up. But I don't get all out of control. It's because it's Ageha, right? We've always been so close. Being close to each other was just a normal thing. Even going out somewhere together didn't feel like it was anything special. But I like her. As a girlfriend. As a girl. I like her. Kissing her today proves that. Now that it's happened, I can't take it back. Not that I would want to. I want our relationship to progress. More than childhood friends. More than best friends. To be boyfriend and girlfriend. I mean, it's not like we're strangers. Suddenly, I realize that I'm smiling. I slap myself on the cheek. I open the window and look up at the sky. Still another sultry summer's night. In the warm night air, the faint light from the moon shines down. Getting a mail at this time. Could it be? As I thought, it's from Ageha. Just a little, I'm beginning to understand how Tasaki feels. I wonder what it says. Good night, I love you? Some sweet words like that, I suppose? Excitedly, I look at the text. Huh? That's it? Maybe she's embarrassed. Yeah, that's it. That must be it. But maybe... Maybe she's regretting kissing me? Nah, that can't be it. Ageha wouldn't. But how could I know? It was the first time for both of us. Maybe she regrets it, and this blunt email is an expression of her desire to forget it. Nah, that can't be it. Yeah, there's no one I could discuss this with, and so I fret over it all night. Before I know it, it's already morning. This is horrible. What? Sorry, I'll make breakfast as fast as possible.
仕方ないけどね。試験最終日だから他のみんなも似たようなもんだし。金属、炭素、ケイ素、ゲルマニウム、ヒ素、アンチモン、テルルの6元素。ほら、煮詰まってる人が来た。
Do you want breakfast?
話しかけないで単語が落ちる。
Not sorry. パーリー。
落ちたくない、落としたくない。落とすわけにもいかない。卒業するのよ。卒業。痛い。
Damn.
The rain in Spain stays mainly in the plain. クラインの都合はボディラインのライン側でバイマイのボンボン。
That might have been the second cutest thing that happened all stream. And just for that, I'll replay it one more time. Because that was adorable.
The rain in Spain stays mainly in the plain. クラインの都合はボディラインのライン側でバイマイのボンボン。
Alright, let's go. Wow, everyone's eyes look crazed. It makes sense that they would think my oversleeping was normal. I can't say the real reason, so this is fortunate.
おはよう。遅かったわね。朝ごはん急いでね。
The only ones who aren't feeling pressure are Kotori and one half of the Kazado sisters. Of course, for our part, Kotori and I have a practical exam today for which you can't actually do any late night cramming.
お願い神様、時間を戻して。戻したら戻したで、どうせ同じように怠けるだけでしょ。お願い神様、テスト終わったところから時間を戻して。それってカンニングしたいってことよね。でもみんながそれやったら点数同じになるんじゃない？お願い神様、テスト終わったところから私だけ時間を戻して。それならいっそテストをなくしてとお願いした方が早いんじゃないの？その手があった。学校がなくなればいいんだ。そうすれば校舎と先生を消せば。
Watch out, she's about to burn the school down.
落ち着け。
Ah, chaos.
さて、最終日頑張りますか。
Yep.
アゲハ来なかったわね。
Yeah.
ホタルちゃんもか。まあ今日は仕方ないけど、実習私苦手だからコツ教えてほしかったんだけどな。
Even if you got some at this stage, it wouldn't help much.
はいはい、器用な人は余裕でございますこと。
Don't sulk. It's not like it's easy for me either.
アゲハからいろいろ教わってるくせに。
I can manage to stay calm if it's just hearing Ageha's name, but that kind of expression gets me. Various things. Hearing that brings back those peachy memories. I swiftly shake my head and try to clear my
ど
mind.
うしたの？
Nothing.
そんなに自信ない？
Thankfully she got the wrong idea. But of course she did. I mean, me and Ageha. She's more than aware that Ageha and I were alone together at the secret base. Kotori, the Kazano sisters, everyone in the dorm. There's no indication that anyone suspects something happened between us. I'm grateful for the fact that everyone trusts me, but soon I'm going to be sweeping away this image of being safe. Anyway, I wonder if Ageha is in the classroom. What? As Ageha comes plowing into us, Kotori lets off a scream.
おっと、ごめん、小鳥。
What about me?
いいに決まってるじゃない。
Ageha... Again, I come face to face with Ageha. She's wearing her uniform, the clothes that were soaked yesterday. Ageha clearly averts her gaze away from me. Looking at the ground near my feet, she seems to be asking me not to look at her. But then, in the next instant...
では
Just like usual, too much like usual, she's back to the old Ageha Himegi. Oh, good morning.
さてさて試験だね。小鳥、覚悟はできてる？発習にさえならなければいいのよ。いくら私でもそのくらいならなんとかなるでしょ。さすが、その辺の見極めは早いね。葵もそう思うでしょ？
Huh? To be honest, I didn't expect to be brushed off like this. Yeah, I guess.
でしょ？
There isn't a trace of concern in Ageha's eyes. That bothers me even more. Kotori's in her wheelchair, so as long as she doesn't turn around, she can't see my face. Using this to my advantage, I stare straight at Ageha. There's no way she hasn't noticed my gaze, but she doesn't react at all.
試験なんかさっさと終わらせてグライダー作って飛ぼうね。あ、
We can't talk about the glider at school.
おっと。
Breaking into a cold sweat, I look around us. If Tomioka was walking past, it'd be real bad. Seems like nobody overheard.
気をつけてよね。ごめん。もしかして緊張してる？まあ得意科目だからね。逆にプレッシャーだ。そういう球には見えないけどね。これで案外小心者でして。嘘つけ。だよね、葵。
Huh? Yeah. I guess you also have that aspect. Nah, actually, I think I'd say you've got guts. Again, feeling completely brushed off, I reflectively think back to staring at her yesterday. Then, without thinking, I give this kind of answer.
どう言ったの？肝が太いと言いたいらしい。なるほど。足が太いと。おいになりましたね。ウエストが2センチ増えた小鳥さん。なんで知ってるのよ。一方の私はスタイルはそのまま、いやむしろ試験前よりよく。じー。何かな？肌荒れてるわよ。寝不足？よくぞ気づいた小鳥くん。どこの怪人よ。何を隠そう。緊張と興奮で眠れなかったのさ。
She couldn't sleep. Does that mean... could it be?
テスト前程度で眠れないんじゃ本番前にはどうするのよ。
Real deal? Of course she doesn't mean what I'm thinking.
まあなんとかなるでしょ。
While my heart rate is racing, Ageha is totally unfazed and replies with a smile.
さてさて皆様、今日も尽きぬところでございますが、これより宴の本番でございます。予習の時間ない。実技なら意味ないって。それでも心の準備、イメージトレーニングってのが必要なのよ。よし、来た私に任せなさい。何かできるの？ていみゃ
Ageha gives Kotori a karate chop to the head.
何するのよ。よーし、これでハバネさんはちょっと具合が悪くなりました。具合が悪いので順番後にしてもらっていいですかって先生に言うんだよ。
With practical exams, we normally go in seating order. So in a normal situation, Kotori Habane would go before Ageha Himegi. But if the order is changed...
私がお手本見せてあげるから、それ見てイメトレリラックスね。ごめんなさい。ありがとう。
I'm completely left out of the conversation. In the end, I don't get a chance to talk to Ageha properly. And of course, after entering the class, other than in the corridor, there isn't any opportunity to talk to her. Even if I tried to talk to her in private, it's not something I could talk about with other people around. Because I can't talk to her, all I can do is follow Ageha with my eyes. Yeah, the tests are over. A lot of things are over. Black and white, completely. Kotori did everything she could. She gave her performance better than any she did in any practical classes. Compared to me, who normally performs decently in class, being distracted by other thoughts, I gave a horrendous performance. Yeah, I just choked a little. Choked? The choke. Choke. And then there's one more. The reason for my poor performance on the opposite side of the wheelchair, trudging along.
葵くんはわかるけど、なんでアゲハが失敗するわけ？面目ない。どんな名人でも1000回に1回は失敗することがあるという。今日がまさにその日だったとしか。まあ、私としては珍しいもの見せてもらったからそれはそれでいいんだけど、まさか赤点取らないわよね。実技で失敗したんじゃアゲハ総合順位が。言わないで。
Yeah, seriously.
こんなところでソアリング部が大ピンチ。
And then I have a flash of inspiration. Us two losers need to discuss our failures, so you head off without us.
あ、わかった。
Kotori, despite having got the best grade, awkwardly goes off ahead. Ageha and I hang behind. Can we talk for a bit? Ageha, despite being a bit surprised, doesn't resist and walks with me. Alright, let's go. Sorry, feels like I forced this on you.
いいよ。負け犬同士なのは事実だし。で、やっぱりそのせい？
The reason I choked? Yeah, that's right. I couldn't stop thinking of you, so I wasn't able to concentrate on anything else, you know? It was the same for you, right? That's why you messed up on such an easy test?
まあ、ね。
Akaha's face turns red ever so slightly.
あんなこと忘れるなんて無理。
Right?
こーら、大声出すな。恥ずかしい。
Sorry. But that kiss was amazing.
私も。
Yeah, well, that's not what I wanted to say. I mean, what I want to say is related to that, but
もしかして今これからまたしたいとか。
to be honest, I can't deny that my heart jumps out of my chest. But, I mean, that would be nice, but I'm trying to show that I'm calm and collected, but I stammer. I mean, I'm like, why am I sweating like this? Before that, I want to get something clear.
何を？
I quickly look around to make sure no one's around. Good, there's no one. Well, actually, whoa, I'm sweating even more. Compared to getting caught in a downward air current and being pulled to the earth, this kind of thing. But still, my heart races faster. I mean, we did that, so
したね。
don't say it so calmly. So I've been thinking this for a long time. You and me should go out for real.
きちんと。
Yeah, for real, like boyfriend and girlfriend. For some reason, Ageha acts as if she's deep in thought.
彼氏彼女になったらどうなるの？
Huh? Instead of saying okay, she's asking a question? Well, like, we'd always be together.
今もこう二人っきりでいるよね。
Go out on dates.
この間一緒に出かけて遊んだよね。
We'd go to each other's houses.
しょっちゅう出入りしてるよね。
We'd kiss.
やっぱり今キスしたいんでしょ？
No, it's not that. I become completely flustered. Why is Ageha being like this? I thought you would just say okay. I mean, she's right, we're doing all the things people do when they go out with each other, but... Anyways, Ageha, I like you. I like you more than anyone. More than an old friend. More than best friends. I want to progress further. After I take a deep breath, I say clearly. Alright, here we go. Deep breath. We got this. No more stammering. I want to be your boyfriend. I want to go out with you like that from now on. I didn't realize it before. I asked you before I really understood. But my feelings are the same as then. You're the most important. The person I like more than anyone. I want us to feel the same level of need for each other. I want us to have that kind of relationship. My breath is labored and I'm sweating more than after the most intense running race. For a while I can't control my breathing. Oh damn, that face is not good. No! I said all I intended to say, so now all there is to wait for Ageha's response. I'm ready to pull my hood up. Ageha looks from left to right. She looks much more flustered than when we kissed. Why is she flustered? As if she's made up her mind, she looks straight at me. I swallow hard and wait for her answer. I feel like I'm watching a player from my favorite soccer team make a break and shoot for a goal. That moment before breaking out into elation. Soon I'll have a girlfriend. No! This is going to backfire. I want to show a live broadcast of this moment to all the boys' school I went to before. I'm going to go out with the girl I like the most. At that moment, Ageha begins to move her sweet lips. Huh? She said yes, right? She's going to say she likes me? Agree to it? We're going to officially be boyfriend and girlfriend? Okay. Right. I wave my hand as if following Ageha's lead. And then she disappears. I stand there, motionless. Pale. Everything goes white as if bleached out by the sunlight. What the heck? At my feet, dripping sweat. At my feet, my dripping sweat changes the color of the ground. Everyone holds up their glasses in joyful celebration. It's over. These stressful times, these days of hardship, the finals are over. Also, I forgot to pull up my hood. I almost make a sinking noise as I try to fade into the background. I did what I had to, what I needed to, but nothing. I'm going to cook. I blankly stand up and turning my back to everyone, making merry, I head towards the kitchen. Right now I don't care what. I want to put my hands to work on something. Thanks. I could probably ask Godshot about Ageha and I. Godshot notices that I've frozen up and then notices me looking at Ageha. I wanted to talk to him, but he heads off straight away. Leaving me behind, Ageha walked straight in an unusually good mood.
どうもどうも、打ち上げに勝手にお呼ばれしに参りました。あんちゃんからスイカとアイスいっぱいだよ。ああ、こっちはうちの差し入れ、マーボーンとこから餃子。おお、すごい。なんとも色気のない。テストから解放されたら色気よりまず食いてよ。それにしても色気なさすぎです。女捨ててます。先輩方、色っぽい話の一つや二つないんですか？お、言っていいの？それならもうすっごいわよ。不安を聞き集めた話の数々。
Kotori puts her mouth close to Yoru's ear. She starts whispering something. You mean Kaneko?
それからそしてその後さらに指をするんだって。卑猥です。卑猥？翡翠のお仲間？朝ちゃんもおいで。お姉さんがいいことたっぷり教えてあげる。
Someone stop her.
ダメです。姉さん、ダメ。耳が汚れる、心が詰まる。純情可憐から多情意外へと堕落します。まだまだこんなの入り口なのに。人を汚れた道へ引き込まないでください。じゃあ脱いじゃおっかな。私だけってのは不公平だからみんな脱げ。まず最初に夜ちゃんから。酔ってますか？お酒飲みましたね。ところがこれが一滴も飲んでないんだな。もっと立ち悪い。夜ちゃんの露出属性への第一歩。ごめんなさいよ。
Everyone seems to have completely forgotten I'm a boy.
いやー、女女体ってついつい恥じらい忘れちゃうよね。
The person who's always exposing herself the most here is you. That's what I would usually say without hesitation, but... Can I talk to you later? I whisper so no one else can hear.
ダメ。
Why?
言うこと変わらないから。同じ話何度もするの時間もったいないよ。
But,
私のこと嫌いになった？
of course not.
よかった。ちょっと不安だったんだ。
So in other words, your answer is yes.
だからそれは後回しだって。
I don't understand.
分かってほしいな。
I said all the stuff before. After that, all that's left is your answer.
そこの二人、何の悪巧み？補習のピンチな二人同士、傷を舐め合っていたのさ。まったく勘弁してよ。これからだったのに、あんたたち二人とも抜けたらおしまいなんだから。分かってる、分かってますって。
Ah, since you're here, Kotori, I want you to know something. Yo, no! Oh no! Alright, we got this. If I do that, even Ageha can't run away.
何よ、改まって。
Well, actually,
ダメです。良いではないか、良いではないか。ツルツルじゃん、すべすべじゃん。かわちょっと先輩方、いくらなんでもついでじゃこっちも。飛んで火にリトロトロ溶けるハンダの玉よ。うぎゃ
the older girls have started to run wild.
ちょっとやめてください。おっと、これはいかん。あの二人を止められるのは葵ちゃんだけ。さあ、みんなで葵ちゃんを呼ぼう。
Your way of speaking is too weird.
お姉さんと一緒に葵ちゃんを呼ぼう。せーの。葵、助けて。
The two older girls have turned their poisonous fangs towards Hotaru. Hey, you two! Quit it! Stop!
いい獲物が予行演習開始解剖だ
What kind of practice are you doing?
できる彼氏をものにする時のために
That's not something you can practice. Wait a second. That's not. You can't. Oi! Don't touch my clothes!
せっかく来てくださったのに追い返すなんてこれはもう意地悪な葵くんを解剖するしかそうだねみんなでやっちゃおっかそうときちゃんと泣いちゃうんですかいいんでしょうかそんなことして
Wow, it's like they've all become zombies.
彼氏のいない女の子の怨念パワーをなめたらあかんてよ
Who are you trying to be? What exactly is it you're trying to do?
私はいつでも面白いものの味方
Well, aren't you something?
青兄がピンチですいっそ全員脱がせちゃおうかそうすればみんな同じになるから問題なしおお逆転の発想んなわけあるか
Thank heavens, a voice of reason. Abunakatta. That was a close one.
大丈夫
Yeah, he saved me. Thanks.
まったくみんなはしゃぎすぎよ
The fact that they could get that crazy without drinking, that's the scariest part.
はいになる方法はお酒だけじゃないってことよまったくみんな困ったもんね
You can't say that. You're the only one who can't say that.
あそういえばさっきなんか言ってた
Nothing.
よ
The moment's gone.
何
Caught off guard, I get flustered. Well, that was... Never mind. At a moment like this, it's important to show guts. After getting caught up in that stupid business, I lost my wits and now I can't control my embarrassment.
いやーそれがまあ大事な話ち
Hey!
ょうどいいからここでしとこうか小鳥飛びたい
Huh? The mood immediately becomes tense.
それはモーニンググローリーをということでいいのねうん飛びたいわ
Kotori replies frankly, barely taking a breath.
飛びたい私自身で雲の回廊を了解それでこっちも覚悟ができたわ
Resolve?
足を使わずに全部上半身だけで操縦できるようにしたコックピット制作に入りますでもそれじゃ設計はもうできてるの天音先輩がしてくれた制作体制も整ってるあとは小鳥の意思を確認するだけだったのよだけどそれじゃもう一つはそりゃあ青いでしょでもそれだとあげはあなたはそりゃあ私だって飛んでみたいしモーニンググローリーなんてすごいもの見てみたいってのはあるけどねでも物理的に飛べるのは2人だけで飛ぶ機会は多分一度だけそれなら身を引くのは私よねそれでいいのあんまりつっつかないのあんまりつっつかないの考え変えるわよごめん意地悪する気はないから実際私飛ぶよりも作る方が好きでね新型作るためにいろいろ動かなきゃならないしそしたら操縦の練習してる時間ないしやらかんで身を引くのよ多分思ってるよりずっと楽にそうなのそう
Agaha motions outside and we follow. The moon shines in the night sky. Unfortunately, it isn't a full moon, but the sky is still quite bright.
小さい頃さよく葵やあんちゃんの男の子の読む本私も読んでてさ宇宙とか探検の話結構今でも好きなんだで葵世界で一番高い山は
Mount Olympus. Everest. In what's now Kamalugma, is it?
そう、8848メートルで、それに最初に登頂した人は
Hillary and Tenzing, I think.
正解。1953年のイギリス隊ね。その2人は有名。でもボーデロンとエヴァンズって名前は知ってる？
Nope.
同じイギリス隊の登山隊員よ。実はその2人が最初に頂上へアタックかけて8760メートルまで登って断念したの。ヒラリーとテンジンは実は先の2人が引き返した後から登った2番目の挑戦者だったのよ。そしてさらに、もしそれでもダメだったら登山隊長のハントとノイスって人が3番隊として挑戦する計画も立てていたので、実際は2番手のヒラリーとテンジンが世界初のエベレスト登頂に成功。世界的に2人が有名になって、他の人は全然知られていない。でも2人とも自分だけで登ったなんて考えてもいなかった。登山隊のみんなで成し遂げた快挙だって。それどころか、これまでエベレストに挑戦した全ての登山隊の肩の上に乗って登頂したって考えてたそうよ。他の人たちもかっこいいなって、それ読んだ時思ったの。登った人は確かにすごいヒーローよ。でもそのヒーローも一から全部自分でやったわけじゃない。これまでの人たちが挑戦して体で試した装備ややり方を使いながら登って、これまでの人たちが切り開いたルートを伝って登頂したんだから。そういう人たちがいたからこそヒーローは輝くことができたの。私もそれでいいんだって思ったの。それがいいなってこの1年で心から思うようになったの。自分が飛ばなくても飛べる人の手助けができるっていう、それが本当に嬉しいのよ。だから私は自分のできる限りのことをして、できる限り最高のグライダーを作る。それで飛んでね、小鳥。あなたがあなたの操縦で、それが私が飛ぶっていうことでもあるんだから。
Kotori and I are lost for words. Ageha, that you would feel this way. Kotori says, getting all choked up. I'm sorry, Ageha. I say it from the bottom of my heart. Ageha had been thinking this way while all I was doing was thinking about myself. Let's fly. Let's make the dream we've had this past year come true. We placed our hands on top of each other's, and just when we were about to speak, an interruption. We all nodded an apology at the other two. Oh! Oh boy, this is like before a sports game. I think this, but I can't deny that I feel my blood get hot with excitement. This is definitely not the place to confess my feelings. The smile Ageha gives as if she can see right through me is somewhat irritating. And then... Yes! The exam results have been put out. Everyone in the Soaring Club, me, the Kazana sisters, everyone, we all managed to avoid doing supplemental exams. Yeah, I know. My and Ageha's overall rankings are lined up next to each other. Had our rank been 3 positions lower, we would have had to take supplementary exams.
あ作るわよ。
Shh. Ah, it's just before the closing ceremony. We've been hanging around here preparing to immerse ourselves in our project, but... As expected, Agaha hasn't turned up today either. Everyone is quietly absorbed in the construction of the glider or staring at simulators. As I look at this, of course all I can think about is Agaha. It's here, in this place that we... Building the glider is the first priority. That's our dream, so we'll do that first. Talking about feelings and dating, that stuff can come later. This is what Agaha said, and I understand where she's coming from. I was moved by her story about trying to take after those mountain climbers, but still, only I have clearly and with every ounce of courage confessed my feelings. She could have at least let me hear her reply, even if it was just one sentence. I mean, she told me that she didn't hate me, but even Agaha can't actually expect that I would be content with just that. Because saying that someone isn't a bad person or that you don't hate them, these are kinds of things you say to people when you reject them. Just one phrase would suffice. I like you, or sorry I can't look at you in that way, Aoi. Either way, I don't mind. Not knowing which one it is, being in this limbo, it's unbearable. I just want things to be clear. Huh? Kotori flatly points her finger to the door. What about outside? Whoa. With that, I walk outside. Man, it's hot. Well, it's the perfect opportunity. I'll head to Anchan's factory. He has the parts I asked for, and he can teach me new techniques and give me pro advice. I can also tell him about the situation with Agaha and get some advice with that, too. But unfortunately, he's not in. And it seems he's just headed out to the secret base at that. So we just passed each other. He took the parts that I asked for with him, so I fruitlessly head back empty-handed. Go back to the secret base? Kind of feels a bit pointless. Right? What? びっくりますよ! What? Skills like that? Of course one of those is the butt kick that you've witnessed. Well, please don't try it out on me, okay? Cause it's obvious! Did Agaha put you up to this? What comic did you read that in? So in other words, you're following me around of your own accord. The sophisticated Aoi Minase doesn't hang around with the Himegi sisters. Acting cool, I run my hand through my hair despite the complete lack of wind. Harsh? You're actually pretty ruthless, aren't you? Nice save. Sorry. At that moment, I feel a sharp pain in my heart. Once in a lifetime confession. You're right. When someone confesses their feelings, you should respond seriously. My bad, Hotaru. Despite an apology being given. I was trying to get a rhyme started. Didn't quite happen, huh? Yeah, I guess. I've got nothing else going on, so I don't mind. I send an email to Kotori and walk alongside Hotaru. Kotaru wants to buy stationery, so we walk around those kinds of shops. She gives a deep bow. It was nothing. Barely took any time at all. In that regard, you guys are similar, aren't you? Yeah. You guys take a long time to inspect things, but when it comes to decision time, you're immediate. Very decisive. Yeah. The other day, when you were spinning in my room, what was that? Hey, it's my room. You were doing it in my room. I think I have the right to know what it was. Well, if you say that, now I really want to know what it was. Normally, I would just throw something equally ridiculous back at her, but I recall that moment with Ageha. How she looked at that moment comes flooding back. The girl in front of me is her sister, so they undeniably resemble each other. No, I don't. I wouldn't do anything like that. I become completely flustered. No, I mean, like... No, like, you see... No, of course not. Nothing, really. Nah, her eyes don't believe me at all. That kind of agreement is... At that time? In my room? That's what you were doing? Fuck! Did you learn this kind of verbal barrage from Ageha? I don't particularly like it. There isn't a country in the world where that's a man's true form. You want me to get angry? Hey, let's not do this kind of thing in public. Whew, I wiped the sweat from my brow. This isn't good. She can keep pace with me completely. In the end, this began because I got flustered. I need to regroup. Anyways, I'm surprised you've become able to talk like this. You've changed, Hotaru. Why me? Love, right. Oh, thinking back, it makes me think of when Ageha came here. Yeah, I remember. These two really are sisters. They bring up the same things. Well, I guess we've all had the same experiences, so it makes sense. It's too bad that it was destroyed, isn't it? Even though we were playing around in the ruins. Was it? We forced you along with everything we did. Wasn't that a bit hard? Really? Well, I'm glad. I miss those days. It's because I wasn't there when it got destroyed. Seeing it go. I can't really get my head around it. Did you see it? The secret base actually getting destroyed? Hmm? What do you mean? I shake my head slightly. Did something happen? No, nothing. A shadow crosses Hotaru's face that I have never seen before. Turmoil, fear, realizing she let something slip. All those things are mixed up in her expression. Hey, come on, what is it? Did something happen? Aside from Ageha, I haven't heard anything from Anchan or Makun either. Something happened, didn't it? Just from looking at Hotaru's expression, it's obvious. So, it's something that he doesn't want me to know? I'm not angry. It's Ageha's business, right? Basically, it's something that I don't know about, isn't it? Not so. Why didn't you tell me? Hotaru responds timidly but firmly. Without thinking, I clenched my fist. 1 year. It's been a year since I returned to this town. I thought I'd already managed to fill the vacuum I'd left when I'd gone away, but there's still things that I don't know, that are being hidden from me. Everyone got their stories straight behind my back. What is it? What happened?
知りたい？
Yeah, I want to know. Tell me.
じゃあ一つお願い聞いて。
Fine.
今度一日デートしてください。
Huh? Date? You mean you and me together? That kind of date?
はい、そのデート一緒に行きたいです。
That's your trade-off.
はい、汚い手段です。でもやります。デートしてくれたらお話しします。
What? No, I can't do that. Agaha's no longer just another person to me. Even if it wasn't her sister, I can't just go out on a date with another girl.
ねです
Sorry.
か。わかりました。では別な手を考えます。
Hey!
諦めません。
I'd really prefer you would.
ここは引いてはいけないと私の中の女が叫びます。
What woman?
ケツキックが得意そう。
That's the woman who's living in your house, right? Though I guess around this time she's working on the first floor in Nameki's Sports. Though I guess if she's living at yours, it's dangerous for me.
危ないのです。ですからデート。
I told you I can't. I say clearly, then place my hand on Hotaru's head.
にゃ、なんでなんだよね。今日、
You're such a cute little Hotaru, aren't you? Cute little one.
ずるい。
I'm sorry. Instead of the date, you'll have to be satisfied with this. I'll just have to ask Agaha myself, but if that doesn't work, I'll ask you again, okay? Hotaru nods, her face completely serene. Of course, I call Agaha as soon as I part from Hotaru. Can you talk?
いいよ。
Are you busy with something?
どうってことない作業だからいいよ。
Right, well, it's nothing to do with what we talked about the other
あれ？
day.
違うんだ。
Before that, there is something I want to ask you about. Are you hiding something from me?
隠す？何を？
Something to do with the secret base. I can tell clearly that Agaha has caught her breath. After I went away, something happened, right?
何もないよ。
Look, you can try to gloss over it. You can keep silent, but please don't lie. I don't want to be lied to by someone I like. When I say this, Agaha falls completely silent. So, what happened? Back when I had to change schools, when the secret base was destroyed, it was then, right? It's something that you can't tell me? Agaha still doesn't say anything. Why have you kept it from me until now? Why is it something that you can't tell me? Is it something that you think would hurt me? Something like that?
そういうのじゃないよ。
Then why can't you tell me? If you don't tell me, I'll find out on my own.
誰にそのこと聞いたの？マボ、ホタル？
What difference does it make?
関係あるよ。
Don't change the topic. You're hiding a whole lot from me, aren't you? You told me the other day that there are things best not to know, but that doesn't sit well with me. Well, anyways, at the moment, I'm getting a little hot-headed. I won't delve any deeper than this. To regain my cool at a moment like this is a remnant of my racing days. The next time I see you, we're going to talk face to face, and you're going to tell me, okay? With that, I end the call. I thought Agaha would say something, but in the end, she stayed silent. This makes me even more irate than before I called her, so I take out my cell phone again. Then I immediately make another call. Okay, Hotaru. What we talked about before. Actually, it's okay. I'll take you on a date, just the two of us. Let's go out somewhere. Damn. Ah, man. I don't want the stream to end yet. It's getting good. No. I mean, this is my usual time, but I could extend for just one more segment. One more. Just one more. It can't end here. I can't end it here. No matter what. I cannot let my stream end here. Just one more. It's a birthday stream anyway. And like the start of this stream kind of was like disrupted by another game. I can put my head down, I guess. After having a school assembly in the morning, we returned to our classroom to take homeroom. With that finished, the first term is over. It's the start of summer vacation. Finally, it's time for my second summer. And with luck, soon our dream will come true. But, alright, I'm going to head out. I told Coultery that I'm heading out to do glider training. Actually, I was meant to make up for the training that I didn't do during exams doing intense training afterwards. Still, it seems that Coultery has sensed something is up. She looks back and forth between me and Ageha. I haven't spoken to Ageha. Not at all, starting from this morning. Both Ageha and I haven't said a word to each other. Ageha, having so many friends, chats normally to everyone else as if nothing has happened. For my part, I try to act normal, but I wonder if I was successful. I've been uncontrollably irritated since that phone call. What is she hiding? Too irritated to even consider asking her about it again. That's why Ah, you're here. A small figure approaches frantically, pedaling a cute little bike. Not at all. You have a long way to travel, so it's fine. Getting ready takes a long time for you as well. What? The thing under your clothes? Hotaru turns red. She's cute. Don't tell me. You bought a new one? You didn't, right? There was no need to go that far. Ah, you've grown, have you? My bad. I honestly feel a little bad. Alright, shall we? Her face is so red it looks like she's suffering heat stroke. Let's get there quick so we can cool down. The place we go to is the secret point. This was on Hotaru's request. That's right. Hotaru wasn't around at those times, was she? I was just thinking that it would be nice to go for a swim, so it's perfect. For the time being, we put down our things and get ready to swim. I wore my bathing suit underneath my clothes, so all I have to do is take off my shirt and pants. I start doing stretches by myself. From what Hotaru said before, she also wore her bathing suit underneath her clothes, so she should be ready momentarily. Of course, I only see this out of the corner of my eye. I don't do anything sleazy. I make sure not to look and patiently wait, and then, shyly making her thin body seem even more thin and small, Hotaru walks up to the water edge. Hotaru doesn't have that kind of personality, so she doesn't scream out when she gets in the water. But still, while she lightly splashes her feet in the water, she gives me a bright smile that I've rarely seen. Alright, do it. Of course, we do what must be done. The patented Soaring Club leap from the rock face. Okay, don't cling. Holding her in my arms, I fling her into the water with all my strength. 1, 2, 3! Yeah! I make a tough guy pose, then jump in after her. I will not screenshot this with respect to Ageha. After swimming around for about an hour, Hotaru gets out of the water and takes a break to stretch her arms and legs. Another sight I rarely see from her, a smile that shows total liberation. Tired? It's good that you stayed curled up when you jumped. If you let your arms and legs flail all over, you might have belly flopped. The fact that you overcame that means you're one of us now. Compared to stalling in a glider, jumping from a rock is nothing.
やっぱり飛ぶの？
Definitely. I'm going to fly in that sky. When I look up, there is nothing but the sky in my sight. Into this sky, with the wings that we have created, I'm going to fly. We, the Soaring Club, and everyone who helped us out. Everyone. Hey, Hotaru. It's probably alright if I was to ask about that thing now.
青にさっきから目がエッチ。
Huh? She says something completely unexpected, so I slightly lose composure.
でも私、青にの好みじゃないよね。
What? No, it's not like...
だって青にの好みってあーちゃんみたいに胸大きい女の子でしょ？
That's not how I judge girls!
ちっちゃいのが好み？
Can you stop talking about big and small eyes?
大きすぎず小さすぎず形よく感度よく青に胸の好みうるさい。
Don't talk like I'm some sort of eye connoisseur.
バイソンリ
Hotaru looks at her reflection in the water.
私成長したよね。
Yeah, I guess. I feel a bit uncomfortable staring straight at them, so I slightly avert my gaze. But I can still see them quite clearly in the corner of my eye. I thought it when I first saw her in her swimsuit, but they are prettier than I had
ちゃん
imagined.
と見てない。
If I look, you'll call me a pervert, right?
言わないからちゃんと見て。
You shouldn't say such risky things. A guy might get the wrong idea.
青にには誤解されてもいい。
Again with that sort of thing.
本気。
Hey! Hotaru's eyes glisten, her eyelids drop slightly. In doing so, she seems to become a different person. Enchanting. She has the same appeal that Ageha had when we
この
kissed.
前はあーちゃんに言われてだったし青にもそう。でも今は違うよ。誰もいないし二人きり。何しても大丈夫だよ。私はいいよ。何されてもいいって。そういうつもりで私来たよ。
Hey! That's... My heart races strangely. Wet skin, wet hair. She's totally grown into a woman with fine features. Before I picked her up like it was nothing, but even now, I still clearly recall the feel of her firm, soft skin. Her bathing suit clings to her wet skin, her modest yet shapely body, her exposed legs, and her lips. They're the same shape as Ageha's, waiting for me, lustrous. Totaro closes her eyes completely.
頭なでなではダメ。
Having been beaten to the punch, my hand freezes in midair.
子供扱いしないでちゃんとして。
How about I give you a flick? But, to be honest, Hotaru is also really cute. Putting all flattery aside, she really has turned into a beautiful girl. Her body has developed completely into a woman, and she's pretty. And unlike Ageha, she's not impossible to read, and she doesn't drive me nuts. My heart races in that same strange way as it did with Ageha. No, this is Hotaru. It's not Ageha. Her eyes, the shape of her face, and her lips, they're almost the same. Knowing that if I was to touch those lips, I could feel the same sensation as I felt before, I instinctively get heated. But they resemble each other. She resembles her more than anyone else in the world, but she isn't Ageha. Hotaru slowly opens the eye she had been holding closed. She gazes with a deep, straight glitter in her eye, which makes me almost falter. I'm overcome by her docile, reserved nature.
してくれないの？
Feeling as if I'm going to be pulled into her eyes, I remain silent.
やっぱりあーちゃんじゃないとダメ？
Hotaru asked without changing her expression.
いいよしてもあーちゃんにしたのと同じこと。
Hey! The same thing. Now wait.
どういうことしたの？
You trying to trick me into talking?
すごいことしたんだよね。
That's...
あーちゃんね、この間いきなりすごい雨が降った日、ものすごく浮かれて帰ってきたの。
Huh?
私とかお母さんの前じゃ 真面目にしようとしてたけど、自分じゃ気がついてないみたいで、ニヤニヤヘラヘラ、おお、見たの。洗面所で可愛いなんてつぶやいて、大慌てで顔洗って、夜もしばらくベッドの上でゴロゴロしてた。もぞもぞゴロゴロしてる音がしばらくしてて、静かになって寝たかなって思ったら、部屋出て洗面所行って顔洗って、また部屋に戻ってきてもぞもぞゴロゴロ。それが3時間と12分53秒くらい続いた。
Well then, the fact that you observed all that is quite something.
見た目は姫にホタル、でもその正体は姫にホタル。
That's the same thing.
あーちゃん、いつも青兄のことばっかり。
Huh?
街じゃ何かにつけて青兄青兄、葵のね、葵なら葵のやつがさ、正直飽きました。うんざり、甘ったるくて胸焼けマックス。だから私が青兄とくっついちゃえば、この胸焼けも収まると思ったの。
Saying this, Hotaru pokes her face towards me and closes her eyes as if appealing for a kiss. But... sorry, I can't do this. I lightly grab Hotaru's shoulders and push her away from me.
私じゃダメ？
I don't answer straight away, but slowly close my eyes. When I do this, behind my eyelids, a face that resembles Hotaru's, but which enchants me 1,000 times more, comes to the surface. I can't betray the girl I like. When I put into words, I feel a fire that I haven't felt until now. I like you, Hotaru. You've grown up into a cute girl. I feel attracted to you. But I've liked Nagaha since a long time ago.
今うまくいってない。
Yeah, she's driving me nuts. It's just that thing that I don't know. It's just that thing that I don't know bothers me so much. If it was someone I don't care, if it was someone I didn't care about, it wouldn't be such a big
じゃ
deal.
あ私ダメ？
If I didn't know Nagaha, I would totally fall for you. Seriously. I pat her on the head.
そんなにあーちゃんがいいんだ。
Yeah. Sorry, I do. Will she cry? Get angry? I wonder. She laughs.
よかった。
It's good?
私、青兄のこと好きだけど、あーちゃんも好き。あーちゃんのこと好きな青兄が好き。二人が一緒にいるのを見てるのが好きなの。青兄があーちゃんのこと嫌いになったら、私も青兄のこと好きじゃなくなってたと思う。だから、よかった。
Really? Seriously?
そう、あーちゃんがあんなに嬉しそうにしてるの久しぶり。青兄が戻ってくるまでうちの中だとあんまり笑わなかったの。
She didn't?
そう、友達はたくさんいるけど、うちに遊びに来る人いないし、遊びに行く人もいなかった。
Now that you mention it, Agaha did say that. She doesn't have anyone. Anyone she would call a close
あ
friend.
の事件からしばらく笑わなかったし、
The incident. The thing to do with the secret base.
後で教えてあげる。
Tell me now.
ダメ。青兄をじらして遊ぶの。
You shouldn't be so mean to people.
危ないことしてみたい年頃です。
You're still a little young for that, aren't you?
青兄、お父さんみたい。
I'm cool with that.
無理強いされると逃げたくなります。私、天の弱。
Did you pick that up from your sister?
似た者姉妹。
At that moment, behind us, a startling sound. Agaha opens her eyes wide and lets out a loud scream. Surprised by her reaction, I also let out a sound of alarm. In the next instant, before I turn around, I see it reflected in Hotaru's wide eyes. From within the water, it appears! A goblin! Yokai! Hey, I can get a screenshot of this though. I can get behind this. Ah! It's the genuine article! Splashing water high in the air, charging at us from in the water, the goblin, Agaha. There's no mistake, it's Agaha, the girl of the hour! Why are you? I have no idea what that means! As she says this, she lunges at Hotaru and picks her up. Hey, hey! When I say this, Agaha gives me a terrifying glance. I start to sweat. And while still holding up Hotaru, Agaha, like a gust of wind, she disappears. Having totally lost my wits, I dry off, change, pack up Hotaru's things, and wait. I didn't have to wait long. Oh hey! Welcome back! She rushes at me without any explanation and comes up super close. Actually, we're basically nose to nose. The only thing I see is Agaha's eyes. What happened to Hotaru? Tied her up in her bathing suit and abandoned her? That's some crazy roughhousing! Does she really think so? Nothing, nothing, nothing. I mean, I almost did, but I caught myself at the last moment. I didn't do anything! Anyways, if I did or I didn't, it has nothing to do with you, right? How? Your sister. So you mean you're not concerned about me? Agaha firmly shuts her mouth, and then she steadily turns red. What are we, Agaha? I've already said it. I can't have expressed my feelings any more clearly. So what about you? You still haven't properly given me your answer. So we're strangers, right? So whatever I do with Hotaru, you don't have the right to complain. As Agaha falters, it's my turn to come in close to her. Now is fine. Let me hear your answer. I like you. I want to go out with you. How about you? Agaha's eyes dance back and forth as she twitches her cheeks and mouth, making various faces and puckering her lips. Her face goes completely red and looks like it's about to burst. It looks as if steam is about to burst from the top of her head. Screaming, she flips her body over. She jumps into the water. Hey! She's not wearing a bathing suit. Oh my god, she's drowning! Save her! She makes loud noises as she tries to swim for the sea, and sinks! Ah! A shiver runs down my spine, and I hurriedly rush after her. I rush in, dive and swim towards Agaha as fast as possible. Whoa! Ah, my clothes! I'm still wearing them so they cling to my body. Now I've done it. Oh man, I'm going to drown! My feet find the bottom. I kick up and jump out, a gasp for air. Directly next to me, Agaha is floating normally. I guess if you're scantily clad, swimming is no problem. But... Hey! I almost drowned! Jeez, I'm soaked. Agaha's just as wet. The sun is still high in the sky. If we lay out in the sun, we'll dry relatively quickly, so we decide to do that. If it was the ocean, the salt would be a big problem. Luckily, it was a lake, right? As if her personality was cleaned by the lake, Agaha is acting uncharacteristically docile. Of course I did. You don't have to apologize for jumping in the lake, but for everything else... What's up with you anyway? Since the other day, you've been acting so weird. If we hadn't known each other for so long, I'd be really angry right now. It's at the point where I'd say this girl's not worth it.
まだ怒ってない。
I'm a bit irritated, but more than angry, I just want to ask you what's going on.
そっか。
Ageha lets out a sigh of relief. I wasn't lying when I said I was irritated. Even though I express my dissatisfaction, Ageha doesn't really change her expression. After behaving like she's deep in thought for a moment, she takes one step towards me and with a serious face opens her mouth.
ホタルとキスしたの。
No, I didn't.
じゃあ私とする？
Why do you say this?
キスしたいでしょ。
When she puts her face this close to mine.
私もしたいの。
Tay, look. I try to take her call, but my words lose their strength. It's almost the same situation as before. We're both wet, standing close to each other. But this time the sunlight helps me maintain my senses. Are you trying to throw me off balance?
それもあるよ。
Well, that's honest.
葵には嘘はつかないから。
But you lie to others.
うん。嘘まみれだよ。私。
Yeah, I'm sorry to get that actually. But you are lying to me.
嘘はついてないよ。本当のこと言ってないだけ。
Why won't you tell me?
言いたくないから。
Why don't you want to?
葵も足のことを言ってくれなかったでしょ。それと同じ。
Ah,
嫌いだから言わないんじゃないの。嫌だから隠してるわけじゃないの。言いたくないこと、言えないことあるんだよ。
but I came out with my feelings, didn't I? I told you I like you, that I want to go out with you.
うん。
Of course, I want to kiss the person I like. That's why I want to kiss you.
私も葵とキスがしたい。
Which means you like me, right?
私は葵とキスがしたいの。
That's not what I... When I'm about to get fed up with saying the same things over and over, Ageha sneezes like a toy.
寒い。ずぶ濡れになったから冷えた。
Seriously? I look up at the dazzling sun and then back down at Ageha.
冷えた。このままだと風邪をひく。
You're trying your utmost to deceive me, right?
帰ろっか。
Either she doesn't want to tell me or she's hiding something. Either way, I can tell that I'm not going to get any further with this at the
葵
moment.
とキスが本当にしたいんだよ。
Whatever. I know it's not good, but I reply like this anyway.
優しいね、葵は。
I'm just acting like I always do.
じゃあいつも優しいんだ。
Depends on who I'm talking to.
うん。
Without fully understanding the beautiful expression on Ageha's face, I hold my hand out to her. I don't actually think you will, but it would be bad if you caught a cold, so I'll walk you home.
ありがとう。
Ageha takes my hand with her slender fingers. Because we're both soaked, anyone walking past will think we're weird.
別にいいじゃん。私たちが楽しければ。
Are you having fun, Ageha?
うん、とっても。
With that, she smiles innocently. Well, shall we go?
待って。
Suddenly, she takes her hand away, and then leaves it that way. We did it, boys! We did it. That soft sensation briefly skims my lips again.
私としたかったんでしょ。
Yeah. Ageha smiles coyly.
それじゃあ家まで案内お願いします。
For someone who was just saying she might have a cold, you seem awfully chipper.
クッシュン。
I'm not falling for that.
葵のシャツで鼻かんでもいい？
Do whatever you want. Jeez. If we walk home in this sunlight, we should be dry by the time we get there. But walking with Agaha's hand in mind like this, I don't know why, but it seems like we walk slower than usual. Alright. And this, for sure, seems like a good enough time to end it. I mean, we still, unfortunately, didn't find out what happened with the secret base. We still didn't exactly find out what happened with the secret base. But we did make a lot of progress with Agaha for sure. I think it's safe to say I am on the Agaha route, just saying. Either way, I'm definitely super enjoying it. Again, a lot of really good progress and extended the stream by about an hour or so, but hopefully you guys enjoyed. I don't know if I'll be streaming more of that other game, the Galgun whatnot. It was honestly mostly intended as a joke because I wanted, as I mentioned last time at the end of my Twilight Princess stream, I wanted to do something a bit different, or at least something special for today. Specifically, as you can tell from the title, it's a birthday stream. Like, 2 of my close friends share a birthday today, so it was definitely something really big, and I wanted to do more for it, even if that meant like adding another game in, or streaming for a bit longer. But either way, definitely a lot of good stuff happening here so far. We didn't exactly get past the confession and sort of acceptance, so we're not officially dating as of yet, but it's looking pretty good so far, and I'm definitely super hyped for seeing how this continues to develop, as well as most likely trying to reach the Morning Glory. I don't know if I could have both, because maybe going for Agaha might essentially end up sacrificing your chances, or sacrificing the Morning Glory, and we might not reach it. Or maybe there is, like, if the Agaha ending still has you reaching Morning Glory. I'll just have to see how that plays out. But yeah, definitely a lot of really cute stuff happened here. I particularly super enjoyed the scene with Hotaru, because essentially, again, as I didn't personally commentate on it at the time, because I kind of had a feeling it would develop this way, since it is the Agaha route. As soon as I hung up on Agaha when she wasn't talking, and then called her sister, like, oh, that thing you were talking about before, it's fine with me, like, it's okay. And I was thinking, like, wow, really? Like, with her sister? But in the end, that scene still worked out super well. How we confirmed, his feelings. And in the end, the situation ended off way much better than I thought it would. So that's definitely really, really good on this game. Got a lot of screenshots. I always go crazy with screenshots for this game now. Like, I felt like when I started playing it, like, maybe even for like the whole first 2 episodes, I never really took any screenshots, but nowadays definitely has changed. So either way, for now I'll go back to the usual. So next stream I'll go to Twilight Princess and come back to this, and I'll see whatever happens first. Like, again, I say it every time, but I really do feel like, the progression of this game is happening. It's just, again, I don't exactly know the pacing per se, because summer has officially started in the game for now. So the 2 things that need to wrap itself up, or I guess 3, whatever happened with the secret base that everyone is keeping from me, like Ageha, Anchan, Mabo, like none of them have even told me, and I've been here or I've been there for like a year. So that needs to wrap itself up. Ageha's answer to my confession, and of course the main storyline thing, everything happening with this Morning Glory. Obviously, once all those things are resolute and they've been answered, then I feel like this game should essentially come to an end. And definitely for now, it's a very, very solid 9 out of 10 visual novel. And based on how much I enjoy the ending, will determine whether it gets that extra point. But either way, that's all for the stream for now. Thank you all to have stopped by and have either watched this series or have been watching this series, whether, again, you're watching it live or lurking or just watching the VODs for it when you can. I understand I have 30 followers at this point, and the times I stream might not work for you at all, and then the times that work for you don't work for me. It's just some of the stuff that, common struggles of the streamer life. But either way, regardless of how you're watching this, thank you all so much for the support. It means a lot to me. And I'll see you all next time for Twilight Princess, in which I should be going to Sacred Grove. I think that's like the next dungeon. But I'll see when I get there. Anyway, that's all for now. Catch you all next time. Peace.